If I'm in this 100%.
Oh, can't a witch get a little downtime?
Scout.
I lost a bet to a young man, and he dared me to prove my courage by sailing out to a Class 4 island. Now, I can handle myself, but man, it ain't fun and games there. I nearly got killed by demons.
You actually stepped foot on a Class 4 island?
Not even. I was still approaching it by ship when this stuff that looked like spider silk started spreading round. These bug-looking demons were using the stuff to try and climb aboard my ship. Damnation! The crew cut those threads as fast as anything, and we got the hell out of there. Whole thing left me bawling.
Well, I'm glad to see you made it out safely. I'd suggest not going near there again.
Oh no, I wasn't planning on it. I had enough of that place to last me a lifetime.
The oldest known map of the world was made by... Wow, it took them decades!
You always look so happy when you've got your nose in a book. What's so interesting about the one you've got there?
It's a book about surveying. When I read it, I can imagine myself traveling afar and making maps of the world. It sounds like so much fun.
I know just how you feel. I know Magilu and the others don't understand. But I just can't help but feel excited when I think about us completing a map of the entire world.
It's the thought of treasure that gets me more fired up.
Obviously, there's treasure waiting to be unearthed too, but that's more of a bonus on the side. Crossing uncrossable oceans, going to lands where none have gone before. The voyage itself, the dance with death, these things hold value greater than that of any treasure.
Ah, adventure. Truly the romance of the quest we call life.
Laphicet, you had a map, didn't you? The one you dropped when we first met?
It's a world map I got when I was with the Abbey, but I only checked out the places really close by. I could hardly call it adventure.
There's more to adventuring than visiting far-off lands and sailing stormy seas, you know. Adventures are about achieving your ambitions and leaping across the walls we've built to protect ourselves, no matter the danger that waits on the other side. There are no big or small adventures.
Even if I only went to Helavies and the Figal ice caps?
Think of it like this. When you sneaked out of town without the Abbey noticing, when you walked the land and compared it to your map, how did that make you feel?
It was scary, but fun. Exhilarating.
Then it was an adventure. The map you made within yourself is a treasure that's only yours.
Wow, my very own treasure. Whoa, awesome.
I swear, the second he has a spare moment, he buries himself in his books.
Knowledge opens up bigger worlds. I imagine that back when Teresa was bossing him around, reading was a fun escape, an adventure in and of itself.
What's up, you guys?
You're reading a pretty hard book there, aren't you?
This? It's about dinosaurs. It says that long before humans were around, these huge creatures ruled the world. There are so many different kinds, like tyrannosaurs and triceratops and brachiosaurs. They're all so cool.
They look like dragons to me.
They look similar, but dinosaurs couldn't live inside volcanoes, and they didn't do well in the cold either. But they were crazy huge and strong. Nothing else could even compete with them.
I bet they would have made for great sparring partners. I think this Gigantospinosaurus might be my favorite.
Those two huge points jutting out from both sides of its body make it look just like you and your two swords.
Actually, it's also known as the dual-bladed dragon.
Wow, it really does sound like a perfect match for me then.
Okay, so if they weren't dragons, what were they? They look a lot like lizards.
Maybe they're like my ancestors or something.
But you used to be a human.
Damn, I think I might have gotten a bit too used to this new body of mine.
I wonder if their tails can fall off too.
Looks like you like this island. Fly free, noble hawk. Hunt to your heart's content, Groggy.
Grocky.
We're here. What now?
Well, so I've been thinking about Earth Pulse points. They're where the flow of the Earth Pulse, the Earth's natural forces, are concentrated.
Right. And Innominat is using those points to acquire malevolence and reawaken himself. You seem to have a knack for sensing them out. Once you're close enough, you can even pinpoint their location.
Except, I don't have to be close at all. When we came here yesterday, I felt another place. A place just like this.
Are you saying you can use this Earth Pulse point as a conduit to find the others?
I think so. I don't know how far it works, and I can't say if Etherian will be on the other end.
Still, it'll give us something real to go on. Please, give it a try.
Okay.
Anything?
Yes, I felt it. There are dozens of Earth Pulse points scattered around, but I sensed a few big ones that stood out.
So you can even detect their size.
Yeah, at least I think I can. This island is one of the big ones. There are two more like it somewhere to the east and the southeast. But I think those are the Warg Forest and the Temple of Palamedes.
Still, that suggests we're more likely to find Therians at the larger Earth Pulse points. We've got 3 Therians to go. Anything that helps us narrow down our choices is a boon.
Yeah, you've done great work today, Laphicet.
That's for sure. Thank goodness you're here. You're a marvel. One of the wonders of the world, kiddo.
It's not that big of a deal, really.
Then let's go Therian hunting. We have an honest-to-goodness lead.
Or dishonest to badness in our case.
Broke again. Still not good enough.
You think it's your swords that are weak? You don't think maybe your body's just stupid tough?
No. If it can't cut me, it's just not good enough. I need stronger materials to make a better sword. I'd love to try orichalcum, but getting that stuff is next to impossible.
Orichalcum. That's the strongest metal in the world, right?
A rare metal that's only been found in ancient ruins, and seldom at that. I've seen fragments of the metal myself, but I've never even heard of a piece large enough to forge into a weapon.
I have. I heard a rumor that a block of orichalcum was discovered in an ancient ruin some 200 years ago. Unfortunately, the boat carrying it sank in a storm.
From the depths of the earth to the depths of the sea.
A sunken ship. Treasure at the bottom of the sea. That would stir any sailor's heart.
If we knew where to find it, could it be salvaged?
The ship's crew drowned, so nobody knows where she sank. Besides, it's a centuries-old rumor. Who's to say it's even true?
Right. No sense in wishing for what can't be gotten. I'm sure there's other material you can use.
Even Dial makes a good point sometimes.
Hey, what do you mean, even Dial?
Even Dial's getting angry.
Saying it like that's just weird, Kamoana.
Even Komoana's getting weird.
All right, so our target is an Earth Pulse point about as big as the one here. Let's start with the closest one and go from there. Which way is it?
The closest one is to the west.
Got it. Lead the way, Laphicet.
My pleasure.
Hey, Kuragane, let me ask you something.
More complaining, is it?
Come on, don't be like that. Every time I turn around, Velvet or one of the pirates is telling me to go make some delivery to some island. I can never get a break.
Isn't that just a sign they think you're a dependable guy?
Maybe, but I don't see them sending you off on errands. It's like they take one look at your face and decide to leave you alone.
I don't have a face.
Oh, right, sorry. Slip of the tongue.
Maybe you just don't know how much work I do around here. It's more than you think. Anything to do with iron, I do it. Making tools, repairing things. What do you take me for? Some kind of cheeky freeloader? I don't even have cheeks.
You're too funny. But doesn't it ever annoy you to have all these kids giving you orders?
I've spent my entire life thinking of nothing but forging swords. It's been centuries since I've interacted with youngsters like them. They can be a hassle, but at least it's a new hassle.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first, so I went along with whatever they asked. But I've been too nice, so they keep pushing work onto me. Maybe if I hadn't been so helpful, they would have stayed out of my face like they stay out of yours.
I don't have a face.
That's not the point. Aren't you even listening to what I'm saying here?
You need to make up your mind. You and I got on this ship alongside these people, who are putting themselves in great danger in order to live the lives of their choosing. If you don't like it, then go on and get off this ship with your tail between your legs.
Yeah, except I don't have a tail right now.
I understand why the Abbey turned this island into a prison. The waters here are filled with rapid sea currents. Make a single wrong turn of the rudder, and your ship will be capsized just like that. Not to mention the fog and all the storms that pass by. It must be nearly impossible to escape.
Aye. To get on and off this island, you'd need a vast store of nautical knowledge and a skilled hand.
Thanks to your curse, Eisen, we've gotten good enough to handle rough seas like this.
The storm that kicked up when we made our escape was huge, and all we had were 3 novice sailors. Thinking back on it, we had some seriously good luck.
The first mate told me we're going to be looking for an Earth Pulse thingy, right? The ship's ready to leave whenever. Do you want to depart now?
It's here! This is the Earth Pulse point!
Nothing but open water as far as the eye can see. Is your Earth Pulse point down below?
Most of this world is covered by ocean, so of course there'd be a lot of Earth Pulse points in the deep sea.
But surely even the Abbey would have a hard time containing a Therian underwater, right? Looks like this one's a bust then.
Sorry, everyone.
Hold on. We've seen a bug Therian. You don't think there could be fish as well?
You may have a point. I think I have just a solution for this.
You do?
This!
What?
Don't give me that look! I'll have you know this is Fujibayashi's rod. This baby's 9 feet long, made from a single piece of the finest bamboo aged 5 years, with a slow 60-40 action that almost feels alive when it bends. Its exquisitely wrapped handle feels like an extension of your own arm. And just look at that elegant black lacquer finish. It's as perfect a fishing rod as there can be.
I'm sure it's a lovely fishing pole, but Fishing? Are you sure? This is a Therian we're talking about.
All the more reason. Remember who you travel with.
Okay? Alright, if no one else will, I'm going to veto this fishing idea.
Aw, come on, let's give it a shot. Besides, I'm hungry. Even if all we catch is fish, at least we'll have dinner.
I'd love to have me some koi or sockeye salmon.
Don't encourage them. How do you attach the hook to the line? Like this?
You don't go fishing much, do you?
It's just been a while. I used to go fishing with my brother sometimes.
This is my first time.
Then we can try it together. I'll teach you how it's done.
I didn't know you could fish, Eleanor.
Yeah, when I was little, old man Tenny taught me. He was from my village. I've caught at least 100 treat loaches over the years.
Wow, that's a lot of fish.
Those two really get along. If I didn't know better, I think she's his sister, not his vessel.
Eleanor certainly got Lafisette's number. Better watch out, Velvet, or she'll steal him away.
Lafisette, let's get the line set up properly. First, you take it and thread it through the hook, like so.
That looks hard.
Hey, once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to do it with your eyes shut.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Laffy!
Huh? You mean me?
Oh, I was just... Be careful there. Wouldn't want you falling into the water or anything.
I'm not a little kid, you know.
It's just that Laffy fell in once. A long time ago.
Laffy? You mean your younger brother?
That's right. You reminded me of him is all.
If you say so. Is that all you wanted to say to me?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay then. I'm going back to fishing with Eleanor.
People aren't as easily swapped in and out as fish hooks, are they?
Is that supposed to mean something?
Oh, Velvet, you gotta get it a lot tighter than that. Here, let me take a look at it.
Huh? Oh, all right. Can I have my rod back now?
Hey, don't rush me here. If I don't get this squared away now, it'll just cause you trouble later.
I appreciate the effort and all, but do you seriously think we'll actually catch a Therian here?
Beats me, but the first mate hasn't met a fish he can't catch.
Huh. Eisen's really that accomplished of a fisherman?
Old man Tenny sounds like he was a real goofball.
Definitely. He used to say the weirdest things while we'd be fishing, just to make me laugh.
Like what?
Oh, it was all nonsense, but it was funny to me. Silly stuff like, Papero, Popero, Pippity Poppity Poo.
Yeah, that's silly, all right.
Those two look like they're having fun.
Hey, Eisen, how about a competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish.
Don't be ridiculous. Fishing is a solitary battle. It's about meditation and self-control.
Ooh, aren't you the philosophical one all of a sudden?
But I suppose. I can't deny I really want to put this rod to the test.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Whenever I find a good sword, there's nothing I want to do more than to swing it.
Sure enough. There's just something about good equipment that gets the blood pumping.
Yeah. Although in my case, it's usually more like blood spurting.
A bit too much blood either way, if you ask me.
Listen, we're fishing no matter what. Wouldn't a competition be better for getting that blood of yours pumping?
Fine. You're on. But we both know already how this is gonna end.
You can plan all the victory speeches you like, but fishing is like life. Doesn't always go the way you think it will. You ready? Let's do this.
At what point did the Therian hunt turn into a contest?
If you truly admired the fishies, you'd never dream of doing this to them. No matter how tasty the bait, it's a poor trade for a barbed hook in the lip and a cruel death in the unforgiving air.
I don't admire fish. Fish exist to be caught and eaten, as far as I'm concerned.
Can't argue there. Raw, boiled, or grilled with a little salt. You can't go wrong. And if they're nothing but food to you, even their wretched squirms of agony can hold a kind of beauty.
Hey, Velvet! I've got your rod all set up for you. This thing could even catch a whale if you wanted to. The rest is up to you. Now get out there and fish up a big one.
A Therian, you mean? Might as well give it a shot. It's not like anyone else remembers what we're here for.
Something's pulling the line.
Stay calm. Fishing isn't about strength, it's about timing.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Here it comes. You ready?
Damn right I am. I'll fillet it before it can even land.
If it's a Therian, don't you dare kill it.
Now! Heave!
Well, what do you know? Neither a fish nor a Therian.
Well, shoot. Can't eat that.
Oh.
It looks like it fit you though, Laffy said. Why don't you try it on?
I concur. Maybe it'll bring out his unique personality.
My unique personality, huh?
See? What did I tell you? It looks great on you, Laffy said.
You really think so?
Yeah, brings out your special charm, kiddo.
Come on, back to Therian fishing.
Oh.
Hey, you don't need to take it so seriously.
I have to catch the Therian. Maybe then Velvet will see me for who I am.
Ugh. Not a bite.
Oh, quit your grumbling. Who was it who said fishing doesn't always go how you think it will?
Spoken like a true, heartless pirate.
Oh, hey! I've got something!
Whoa, looks like I'm next.
Not a single decent catch.
I think it's decent.
Huh?
You found a look all your own. Ah, the vagaries of youth.
You don't take half measures, do you, kid?
What's wrong, Laffy said? You look ridiculous. Take that off.
Stop it! What do you know about me anyway?
I know that looks silly on you.
All you know is you're Laffy.
Hey, Velvet! Something's pulling on your rod.
Huh? Oh!
It's a big one.
Give it everything you've got.
I know what I'm doing!
It's a big one, all right, but...
A pot. Yay. But what's a pot doing out here?
There's something inside it.
they'd stop making those noises.
Watch out! They're armed to the squeak, and they're shouting, "Let's eat 'em!"
No mercy!
Did you think you could escape me?
Phew, that was scary.
Be more careful before you approach a suspicious object.
You think Laffy would have stayed back?
That has nothing to do with this!
Hold on. There's something else inside. Now we gotta fight the shambling dead?
A Zomopod!
For a bunch of dead
Killing flash! But I'm this close. I want this! Form zero!
I did good, didn't I?
An octopus army? A horde of undead? What the hell is this pot?
Magnificent. To think I'd get to see one with my own eyes.
Huh? Is there something special about this creepy old pot?
Creepy, you say? That's why these things need to be left to the professionals. Listen and behold. This is none other than a water jug made by the potter Groon during King Clauden's reign. It was a legendary, once-in-a-millennium masterpiece, but it was lost in the Second Warring States period 200 years ago. Assertive yet not ostentatious, the piece draws you in with its stately curves and the subtle shimmer of its colors, which belie a hidden savagery.
2 lectures in one day. Yeah, he's talking gibberish, but that's men in general, I suppose.
The lost glazing technique of the Orosaurin is so vibrant, it looks like it could start moving at any moment. Huh?
Oh, and start moving it did.
Look out! The pot's a demon!
Whatever you guys do, make sure you don't smash it!
So, can I slash it?
That's even worse!
Stop arguing and fight already!
Eat it! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! Forget
It's finally decided to behave itself.
Wait, Velvet! Don't eat it!
It's a pot. I'm not gonna eat it. I guess there weren't any Therians to be found here after all.
Yeah, if there'd have been any, you'd think ol' Eisen's Reaper curse would have drawn him out.
Oh, so that's why all we caught today were weird, useless things. Right. I forgot about the curse. So all this was Eisen's fault, huh?
Funny how quickly you get used to it.
Oh, my power didn't end up helping us out at all.
Nope.
Hmm.
But I know you're not the type to give up after a little setback. Isn't that right, Fee?
Huh? Fee?
It's your nickname. Not a whole lot of thought put into it, but... You're you. You're Fee.
Velvet.
Fee. I like it. It has personality.
Thanks.
Of course, if you still feel like giving up.
No, I'm gonna find us the next Earth Pulse point.
Oh, hey. There's something else inside the pot. This golden luster, it's orichalcum! I get it now. This must be where that ship sank all those years ago. The one Kurogane told us about.
Hell yeah! Kurogane might actually be able to make me an orichalcum sword. Nice find, Eisen. You too, Laphicet.
It wasn't easy, but we didn't come away empty-handed. And just getting a chance to fish again was lots of fun.
Yeah, I had a really good time too.
Even I was entertained. Especially your little costume show, kiddo.
The sun's going down soon. Let's head back to Titania.